What's up, guys? My name is Elias, and DC Studios' Peacemaker has officially dropped its fifth episode on HBO Max. So, here's my take on it. In episode 4, Peacemaker and Eagly tried peacefully piecing it out of the cabin in the woods, only to have a run in with Judo Master and have Red Saint Wild on their tail, with Economos throwing assists left and right. Oh, and Hardcore got recruited by Rick Flag to take down Peacemaker while dangling her future in the government over her head. Episode 5, well, things get a little nutty. We start with Rick Flag's funeral 3 years prior, where we get a little more backstory between Rick Flag Sr. and Harcourt as they mutually mourn over the death of Joel Kinnaman's gone too soon character. Harcourt promises she would make the person who killed him pay, but little did she know she'd be getting more involved with Peacemaker than she ever intended, which leads to the present day as she warns him in code not to meet him at the park. But Peacemaker, in classic Peacemaker fashion, doesn't care and goes anyway. This scene is actually really cool as we do get Peacemaker moving like a special operative in the field and taking no prisoners, only to be taken down by Harcourt so he wouldn't get sniped by Judo Master or shot by the cybernetic question mark Sasha Bordeaux. Yeah, the first 10 minutes of the episode are pretty intense, but I love how all of the moving pieces come together. Anyway, Peacemaker is brought into Argus where Economos helps book him so his arrest is on the books, thus providing him the chance to be released. But not before Rick Flag Sr. beats the ever-loving pee out of him in the interrogation room. For real, like this knee to the head was brutal. And while this was all a part of his plan to make Peacemaker think he was sloppy, this scene is easily the highlight of the episode in my opinion, as we see just how strong and ruthless Rick Flag Sr. is in live action, opposed to his hyper-exaggerated appearance in Creature Commandos. That flying knee, like I said, like the way he sent it into Peacemaker's face was insane. Like, I know it was a rubber dummy, but the way it's edited makes it look like Peacemaker should definitely have a concussion or two after that beatdown, at the very least. Meanwhile, we learn that Adebayo has her own security company that gets mistaken for a prostitution ring. Judo Master is hot on her and Vigilante's tails. Flurry may be more of a decent human being than we thought, and Red Saint Wild is on the verge of slaying his nemesis Eagly. The man has the most comically huge musket in all of television, which he uses to pop Eagly out of the sky. This scene made me audibly gasp, but I knew nothing was as it seemed, as the real Eagly summons a bunch of eagles to straight massacre Red in one of the most brutal deaths I've seen in a James Gunn project. According to Gunn, Red may or may not actually be dead, but I'm willing to bet on the former. I mean, at least I'd want to be dead after that attack. In the closing moments, Peacemaker writes a goodbye note to Adebayo as he decides to go to the alternate dimension permanently to be with Harcourt and be lauded as a true hero. But I really feel like there's more to this alternate dimension than meets the eye, especially with all of the American flags being covered and the lack of any minorities in that world. Perhaps it really is a Nazi country where Peacemaker and his family are white supremacists, and knowing Gunn, this could go left field really quick. But regardless, he blows up the interdimensional doorway, closing it up behind him, but not before Judo Master follows him in there. And that dude might just be in for a rude awakening if what I said was true. Vigilante and Adebayo vow with Hardcourt to bring Peacemaker back home by using the teleporter elsewhere, with the episode ending on Peacemaker and Hardcourt ready to embrace for a kiss. The teaser for episode 6 does promise some crazy alternate dimension shenanigans, and seeing as how hardcore actress Jennifer Holland and James Gunn himself teasing that the next few episodes blow the DCU wide open and are highly important for his cinematic plans going forward, I can only imagine just what the DCU co-head has in store to thrust Peacemaker into the wider DC universe at large. And here's hoping we get some juicy cameos and maybe an appearance from Superman himself, David Cornsweet. Fingers crossed for some Man of Tomorrow news sooner than later, honestly. But there you have it, guys. My review on episode 5 of Peacemaker. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments, your favorite and your least favorite parts. And are you looking forward to next week's episode? Or this week, I should say. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Share this video so others can join in on the conversation too. And remember to follow me on all socials at Takes with Eli. But until the next time, guys, take care and God bless.